still on the key of C sharp or D flat major triad. Here is the 7th degree of this key, and the 7th degree of this key is called C diminished, which will give us T as for suffer notation. So if you are coming from C sharp, we are playing the key of C sharp, so it's going to be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And what are the notes we have in C diminished? We have C, D sharp or E flat, F sharp or G flat, C, D sharp or E flat, then F sharp or G flat. Playing these 3 notes together will give us C diminished. We have C as our root note, E flat as our flattened 3rd note, then G flat as our diminished 5th, that's flattened 5. So all these 3 notes will give us C diminished in the key of C sharp or D flat major triad, like I said earlier. And remember, what are the chords we play? The triad chord we play in the key of C sharp or D flat. We have major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. Then number 7 will give us diminished, which we are talking about, and that is our 7th degree. So the 5 different shapes is what I will be showing on the screen. I have the first shape, and what are the notes I have for C diminished in the key of C sharp or D flat. I have G flat, I have C, then I have E flat and G flat. Talking about the second shape of C diminished in the key of C sharp or D flat, we have E flat, G flat, C and E flat. The second shape, E flat, G flat, C and E flat. And we have that on our 4th fret on our guitar, 4th fret on our guitar. Then let's move to the 3rd shape of C diminished in the key of C sharp or D flat. We have G flat, C, E flat and G flat. G flat, C, E flat and G flat. And we have that on our 7th fret on our guitar. Then let's quickly move to the next shape, which will give us the 4th one of C diminished in the key of C sharp or D flat triad. Then we have that on our 11th fret. And what are the notes we have there? We have E flat, G flat, E flat and C. Remember, E flat, G flat, E flat and C on fret 11th fret. And we have 2 types of these, same 11th fret, and that will give us the last but not the least shapes in the key of C sharp or D flat. Remember, we're talking about C diminished. And what are the notes we have for this last shape? We have E flat, G flat, C and E flat. E flat, G flat, C and E flat on 11th fret to give us C diminished in the key of C sharp or D flat. Alright, so what is the work of this diminished chord we are talking about, or how do we use diminished chord? In any key, how do we use diminished chord? Alright, this might be a little bit challenging to most people that play musical instruments like guitar or piano or keyboard. So how do we use diminished chord? Let me say this first. Diminished chord often used as a passing chord in our progression. Used as a passing chord in our progression. And I will explain how to use this diminished chord while playing in progression. Majority don't really know how to use this chord. You know, it is one thing to learn chords, and it is another thing to know the applications of this chord you learn. So like I said earlier, that diminished chords often function as passing chords in progression. And talking about passing chord, Passing chord spice up standard progression and create tension. All right, create tension between chords with what? With a stronger relationship to the key. All right, let's take this as an example. We are in the key of C sharp or D flat, and let's say we are playing this progression 1 6 4 5. 1 6 4 5 in the key of C sharp or D flat, and 1 is C sharp, 6 is A sharp or B flat, 4 is F sharp, and 5 is G sharp. So what we are trying to do is we want to use diminished chord as our passing chord in this progression. Do, la, fa, so. So what we need to do is look in between two notes that we can get a whole step in this progression. And where can we find that? We can get that in 4th and 5th degree of this progression, which is the 4th and 5th, F sharp and G sharp. What is the note in between, which is G? So we can create our tension on G note, that is G diminished, will stand as our passing chord. So before going to the 5th degree, just play your 4 and play your what? G diminished before go to your what? Go to your 5. So it's going to sound like this, Let me use this suffer notation. It's going to sound like do, la, fa, fi, so. Do you get that? Do, la, fa, fi, so. Normally the progression is supposed to be do, la, fa, so. But between fa and so, I can create my tension, my G diminished as what? As my passing chord before going to the 5th degree. I believe you get this very well. So try as much as possible to practice this diminished chord, C diminished, and different shapes on your guitar or piano, and try as much as possible to learn all your 12 keys, the diminished chord on all your 12 keys. Thank you.